Imagine a child who can barely walk, yet he's already gripping a golf putter. By the age of 2, he's on national television showing off a swing that would make grown men jealous. By 21, he's the greatest golfer in the world. This is the story of Tiger Woods, the poster child for the idea that to be elite, you must start as early as possible. But there's another story. A boy who spent his childhood dabbling. He played some tennis, sure, but he also tried skiing, wrestling, swimming, and even skateboarding. His mother, a tennis coach herself, actually declined to coach him because he wouldn't return balls normally. He was a zigzag walker in a world of straight arrows. That boy was Roger Federer. Today, both men are legends, but their paths couldn't be more different. We are constantly told that the world is getting more competitive, and if you don't have a head start, you've already lost. We're told to find our niche before we even find our car keys. But what if I told you that for most of us, Tiger's path is actually a trap? What if specializing early is actually the worst way to get ahead in a complex world? Most of us have heard of the 10,000-hour rule. It's the seductive idea that greatness is simply a math equation. 10,000 hours of deliberate practice equals world-class mastery. It's a tidy narrative. It suggests that if you just pick one thing, chess, violin, or coding, and grind at it from the cradle, you'll become a grand master. And it does work for some. Take the Polgar sisters, whose father taught them chess in a highly technical manner from a very young age, turning them into world-class legends. But when scientists actually track the development of elite athletes across various domains, a surprising pattern emerges. The future elites don't actually spend more time in deliberate practice early on. Instead, they go through what researchers call a sampling period. They play a variety of sports, gain broad general skills, and, this is the crucial part, they delay specializing until much later than their peers. Those who specialize too early often plateau at lower levels. They become like a machine that is perfectly tuned for one specific task, but lacks the raw power or flexibility to adapt when the game changes. So why does our culture keep pushing the Tiger model? Perhaps because it's dramatic. It's easy to film a 2-year-old golfer. It's much harder to film a teenager meandering through 5 different hobbies before finding his true calling. But as we'll see, in a wicked world, the meanderers are the ones who ultimately win. If we only look at the Tiger Woods model, we might think that every minute not spent on our primary goal is a minute wasted. But history tells a different story, one where detours are the secret ingredient to greatness. Take Vincent van Gogh. He didn't just start late. He had 5 different careers before flaming out spectacularly. It wasn't until his late 20s that he even picked up a book called The Guide to the ABCs of Drawing. His masterpieces weren't the result of a lifelong grind, but of a life lived through various lenses. Then there's Duke Ellington. You might expect a musical titan to have been glued to a piano from infancy. Instead, he famously shunned music lessons as a kid to focus on baseball, painting, and drawing. Or consider Claude Shannon, the father of the information age. He was an electrical engineer who took a philosophy course, not because he wanted to change the world, but simply to fulfill a requirement. In that unrelated class, he learned about a century-old system of logic where true and false could be coded as ones and zeros. That detour led to the development of binary code, the very language of the device you are watching this video right now. These stories are idea gifts to all the late bloomers. They prove that what looks like meandering or zigzagging is actually a process of integrating knowledge from different domains.
For a healthy ecosystem, physicist Freeman Dyson put it, we need both frogs, who see the granular details in the mud, and birds who soar above and integrate the frog's knowledge into a bigger picture. So why does the tiger path work for golf but fail in so many other areas? It comes down to the environment. Psychologist Robin Hogarth calls golf a kind learning environment. In a kind world, the goals are clear. The rules are clear and they never change. When you do something, you get feedback that is quick and accurate. If you hit the ball into a sand trap, you know why immediately. Chess is the same. The pieces always move the same way. In these worlds, 10,000 hours of narrow practice is a superpower. But most of us don't live on a golf course. We live in wicked learning environments. In a wicked world, the next steps and goals are often blurry. The rules change without warning, feedback is often delayed or inaccurate, or it never comes at all. Which one sounds more like your career, your relationships, or the global economy?
In a wicked world, hyper-specialization is a trap. If you are a machine perfectly tuned for a game whose rules just changed, you become obsolete. This is why the Roger path, the path of broad experience and the sampling period, is increasingly essential. In a wicked world, the ability to connect dots between different domains is the only way to stay ahead. We are telling everyone to become frogs in the mud, but we've never needed birds more than we do today. We often fail to encourage dabbling because our society doesn't incentivize anything that doesn't look like a head start. But in a wicked world, the most impactful breakthroughs often come from those who merge things from different domains. Take Gunpei Yokoi. He wasn't a top student. In fact, he struggled with his electronics exams and settled for a low-tier job as a machine maintenance worker at a playing card company called Nintendo. But Yokoi had a superpower, lateral thinking. He took well-known, withered technology from the calculator and credit card industries and combined them to create handheld games. His zigzag career turned a small wooden storefront company into a global giant through his masterpiece, the Game Boy. This brings us to a beautiful analogy by physicist Freeman Dyson. For a healthy ecosystem, we need both frogs and birds.
Frogs are down in the mud, seeing all the granular details, the specialists. Birds soar high above, integrating the knowledge of the frogs without seeing the details, the generalists. The problem today is that we are telling everyone to become frogs. In a complex, wicked world, being only a frog is increasingly short-sighted. So here is the idea gift I want to leave with you today. There are as many ways to succeed as there are people. The tiger path is dramatic and tidy, but for most of us, the Roger path is how we actually grow. If you feel like you're meandering, or if you're worried that you're getting behind because you haven't found your niche yet, remember, your broad experiences are not a distraction. They are your tools for integration. Don't feel pressured to be a frog in the mud if your heart wants to be a bird in the sky. Your unique experiences, your failures, and even your unrelated hobbies are what make your perspective valuable. In a world that demands you specialize early, have the courage to explore. Because sometimes the best way to get ahead is to take the long way around. Be yourself, trust your zigzag, and share your unique gift with the world.